Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Pat Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So yesterday when we went over the video, this did not turn into a pausing bar, so it could not be used for the levels that had to be raised up to here. And it didn't really matter anyways, it never got a close above the rotation zone. You see, this is why we wait for the close. Again, I'm going to keep stressing this because so few people wait for the close to determine the course of action. So you see it poke through it, poke through it, poke through it, but never closed above it, and then rotating back down. Actually going to remove those levels for now. I didn't want to remove them until we did the video. Alright, it dropped down. We had another level at 96.18. Interesting enough, then if you move this down here to the next key pausing bar, because we don't now really have a pausing bar yet, that gave you 94.68. The low of this bar was 94.56, so right in that vicinity, then poking through, but that gives us our next levels. Let's see where we have here. Those are all the way back there. So what we're going to do, it's sort of a wide range. If we get a pausing bar and this recovers a bit, I'd drag the levels down to here. Okay, for the next major levels. So we have another level at about 92.20. Then we're looking at 89.28 and about 87.32, and then we have a major cluster down at 8,500. If this is not the pausing bar, then make sure you drag it to the pausing bar. So I'm just going to put it back here for now to watch until I know this is the pausing bar. Let's take a look at that daily chart. We don't want to assume things. That's why if you do update just to get the minor levels, make sure you pay attention to whether it is actually valid. Right now, let's see here. I need to drag this down. Again, we don't know if this is the pausing bar, and I didn't go over the key retracement levels yet. So now we know where our retracement levels are. So on any rally, we have this little support ledge now, one bar, 90 and the 12.5% retracement, 99.45. So that's your first level of resistance. Breaking above that, then we have the candle bodies, which you know we pay attention to, coming in with the rotation zone at 10,175 to 10,200. And on a stronger rally, we'd be watching for about a return to 10,500. Now we can switch over to the daily chart. For cross of the rotation zone, so now it's back to bearish mode on a daily, bearish mode on the 4 hour. So overhead resistance also. We have the hooking over 50, so lots of resistance over here, and you see this little shelf. So really, until you can get bullish, you really have to get back into this consolidation area unless we get a bottoming pattern, and there is no bottoming pattern yet. Switch back to 4 hour again. There's no real divergences or anything else. So we had this low, but the RSI is now lower than it, so we don't have a divergence. So any rally, if you're trying to buy any rally on this would be very aggressive from our viewpoint. So we're going to sit and wait for some kind of higher probability bottoming pattern before anything, since the rotation zone is against us on the 4 hour and the daily. Switching over to Ethereum. Ethereum rotating back down also, not really getting to more key levels yet. This looks like it's a pausing bar. Unless this bar goes through this bottom, this is the pausing bar, so we can use this for our retracements. We now have a retracement cluster 212.50 to 215 with the declining rotation zone. So that is the first major level of resistance now. If we got through there, there'd be the 25% retracement with the top of the rotation zone coming in at 234. Again, no real bottoming pattern here yet. This might have a slight, very weak divergence. So, but that's a very aggressive considering what's going on. We're still going to be watching. We're not going to update these levels just yet. So we're looking at 183 to about 185 as the next key support, and then 163 as a level below that. Let's switch over to that daily chart. Daily chart. So just zoom, it's just seeing. So here's that 25% level, which is coming in right at the bottom of all this prior support, becoming resistance. And I know some people are sick of me saying it, but we always have to do this, go through a set pattern in our minds, looking for all the key components. So I'm looking where the key retracement areas are. I notice this one. I go here to the left. I say, all right, this was prior support. We know prior support, once broken, turns into resistance. So it was minor resistance on this little rallying bar, and now it's becoming major resistance because it's already been tested once. We don't have the rotation zone yet there, so the next level I check is where's the rotation zone. Rotation zone coming in at this prior other retracement level from the bigger pattern. So the next level I'd be watching was 255, because that's going to keep converging. So the two major levels I'd watch on the daily are 235 and 245. 235 and 245 are the major levels I'd be watching on the daily. And also in the daily key support, we have the 200-day simple moving average, which is a pretty widely watched moving average, and that's coming in right at this cluster. So this 182 to 183 to 185 is very key. If we close below that in daily, I'll even start watching for big further pullbacks to this next major area of support. So we have for you on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I will talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.